Talk to us. This dating thing.
Different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. You can get you an old out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Many months later.
Texas attorney who targeted Sean Diddy Combs with dozens of civil lawsuits has a new target in his sights. NFL legend Shannon Sharpe.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
In, Shannon Sharpe sued for $50 million for R-ing woman and threatening to end her after demanding complete control over her. Now accused of forcibly assaulting a woman who is seeking a minimum of $50 million in damages.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about.
It's also extremely interesting and fishy that this allegation comes right as the club SHAY is reportedly set to a massive $100 million deal. This is a shakedown.
This is a robbery.
He gets reportedly a 9-figure deal and an 8-figure lawsuit. So yeah, I don't believe this. I think that it's a shakedown.
That's what usually happens.
Yeah.
One accuser is suing for $100 million. There's gonna be another girl that's gonna be like, well, it happened to me too, I need 20. Then another one's gonna come, I need 10. That's what you'll see. I hope not too.
I would hope not.
I hope he didn't do this, but that's what you more likely to see.
That's what we've seen in the past.
And
y'all, why wouldn't you wait till he signed his podcast deal?
Let's see, from one of the people that is notorious for filing these cases, this person was a little bit tipsy, a lot tipsy at an Emmy Award party. And this person was telling me that they filed these lawsuits to extort settlements, which got lucrative. I'm not saying that counsel for the plaintiff has no case at all, but let's just say that perhaps this is another one of those things, because lawyers, some of them are one way and some of them are another, and I won't get into it.
Somebody say, we are King Kong without proof. Simeon Toko. You heard that, young boys? Nail, when you get to court, you the bad guy, unless you can prove that you're not the bad guy. So if a woman is yelling at you, young brother, you have to videotape it. You don't have a recourse.
If it's determined to be a false allegation, what recourse does he have? Was he gonna sue her for $50 million? Meanwhile, she's probably net negative when it comes to a total asset perspective. There are vultures out there that are waiting to dismantle you.
I don't call them groupies no more. Yeah. They vultures. Cause they gonna loom over they prey.
Yeah.
They gonna put themselves, they gonna position themselves in the line of sight.
Yeah.
With that, they gonna withhold information too, just as guilty as a lie.
The woman is allegedly texting Shannon Sharpe saying, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke it while you're me.
Yes.
Now, there's another text message that says, I know you missed this big, juicy, can I say that?
Yeah, no, it's just an A.
Okay, A word, $25K for each cheek.
She said $25,000 each cheek.
Each cheek.
Last week.
Did you see these text messages?
How many times that men will look at a woman and you excuse her bad behavior because she looks good? Judge a woman with your eyes closed. Especially when you get a woman with that good. But that good is normally attached to crazy. Don't get the woman with the voodoo wop. Get the average girl. She'll let you pull her hair and talk dirty to her, and she'll do some stuff, but not all stuff. Yeah.
Man, Shannon Sharpe had that happen to him? Man, that happened to me. How that happened to a dude that's in the NFL? How that happened so now I'm telling stories that's relatable.
Yes, sir.
Even though I'm who I am. Mm-hmm. So people love hearing those stories. I didn't like at the time, because I said, Lord, if you get me out of this situation, I promise you and a few more gods, I'll never be back. So that's kind of what stopped me and kind of made me leery.
Polite savages.
It's all in the system, Jay. It takes more than this show to get into that one. We need a lot of time to get into the reasons of things. It's not just important that it's happening. I think what's even more important is why is it happening.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we have a doozy for you today. Oh no, could it be the end of Club SHAY? Shannon Sharpe has built a platform from the bottom up with viral content, known for the place that Katt Williams went in on the entire industry. But lo and behold, something was lurking in the shadows, just waiting for him to get close to the finish line to spring on him and to bring down not only his public image, but indeed to rain on his parade. As always, we're only here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the dang truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter, bitter pill to swallow, but you gotta shut up, hold your nose, and take your medicine. And the path we walk is narrow, slippery, slippery slope. Oh no, could it be that Sharpe went for the old okie doke? So let's get down, get up, and get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Longtime polite savage and subscriber Van Lee, hit me on the gram and let me know that Shannon Sharpe is in a whole lot of trouble. It appears that Miss Zuniga has got Tony Busby and they are after blood, $50 million, 50 million smackaroons, and she said something that's astonishing, that Shannon Sharpe has raped her repeatedly for a period of time. Now, of course, I'm going to ask the question of how can you do something repeatedly to somebody, and how did you get it on film? If you had it on film, why didn't you go to the police? And if the police have it, why haven't they charged him? I'm not blaming the victim. I'm just saying something just ain't right.
Let me qualify the statement. I am what's known on the streets as a victim blamer. You know what I mean? If somebody come up to me like, Dave, Chris Brown just beat up Rihanna. I'll be like, well, what did she do?
This woman said she wants a big black baby put in her. She ain't waiting on nothing.
I don't know.
You want a big black baby? She said it twice. They included these text messages that show the nature of their consensual sexual relationship.
So she not black either.
Nope, she white.
So once again, Dr. Umar when you need her.
I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay.
You know, polite savages, it's just a bad habit like Shannon Sharpe and myself both have. We like what we like and we got no type. Just the bad ones that like to get down. The freaky deaky ones. Snow bunnies, sand bunnies, spice bunnies, rice bunnies, and especially gem bunnies. Lo and ho, behold, we got what it seems like allegedly an OFM motto, Gabriella Zuniga, aka Carly, who I gotta tell you is in many different poses, showing off them hard-earned gym gains. And let's just say I can't show you many of the graphics and the visual images because she's bent over many different angles, where we know YouTube is gonna say a no, or your video's gonna get limited.
Phone ring. It's Katt Williams. So I said, yeah, bro, what's up? The first thing out of his mouth, guess what he said, Ocho?
Wow.
You ain't gay today? I'll get it in. Real talk. Hey, Ocho, see, I know, man, Unc be lying, Unc ain't lying.
Why a 54-year-old man is dating a 19, 20-year-old? I know y'all like to be out here bragging about smashing these young things, but that's not a flex to me. You 54 years old, you should be laid up with your wife and kids, taking your cholesterol medicine, minding your damn business. We need discipline and stability. That's and I ain't talking about just Shannon. I'm just talking about all of us in general. Men need discipline and stability. Find you one woman and settle your ass down, okay? It's the same thing with this. You know, a lack of discipline and stability can increase the chances of a situation like this happening. You 54 years old and 19-year-old, 20-year-old.
No, you're right.
It's like, come on. If you're going to be that disciplined with everything else, you got to be disciplined all across the board.
Now, come on, Uncle Shannon, Uncle Shay, whatever you want to call yourself. Come on, man. Come on, Unc. let's talk for a minute. Let's just talk for a minute. Now, you already dodged the bullet last year. You dodged the bullet when you left that audio on. Everybody just assumed that maybe you were a little light in the loafers, just a little sweet, and you left that on so you could dispel the rumors. You dispelled the rumors. Okay, everybody knows you're straight. But you have to be careful of who you associate with. Discipline, integrities, morals, and ethics. You have to practice dime. You're a high-value, high-powered individual. You're trying to be a media mogul, but without the dime, without that discipline, without that D-discipline, you will never, ever be the person you want to be. They're waiting to throw stones at your parade, to throw rocks at the crown. They're waiting for you to mess up. They want you to mess up. Your rise was too meteoric. That viral interview had too much juice on it, so they are absolutely ready to bring you down.
The high value status is one thing, but in order to keep it, you must have discipline, integrity, morals, and ethics. That's why I do not automatically drop athletes, entertainers, or musicians into this, because they'll get jumped in there with their income, but may be lacking in other areas.
But I also have to use this as a cautionary tale to men of status, men of money, men of means, men going places. Yes, it's normal to have relationships with ladies, but you have to vet these ladies. You have to understand who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with. Because like the old saying goes, when you cut the grass, the snakes will show.
Now, the lawyer against Shannon Sharpe, Tony Busby, it might ring a bell because this is the same lawyer that is in charge of representing more than 50 plaintiffs in lawsuits against Diddy. So he's not new to this, but he's staying true to representing women that have allegations against famous men, famous entertainers.
To allow this dude to continue to have a license and going after these high-profile guys is insane. Clearly, Jay-Z proved that this guy was after him with that woman or whatever, and now we got this other woman reaching out, and he's behind the Tony Busby lawsuit. Crazy.
Because what most people don't understand is that everybody can file a lawsuit, but not everybody can win a lawsuit. And Tony Busby, the notorious ambulance chaser, the disgraced lawyer himself, who got the whole Jay-Z debacle thrown out of court and can't even practice in New York State. Of course, he signed right on up. Let's get that $50 million. And what did Shannon do? Drop them receipts.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup. Coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans.
This statement from Shannon Sharpe's newest lawyer falsely accuses Miss Jane Doe of editing a video, a claim that is not only demonstrably false, but also Shannon is desperate. The new lawyer also suggests Miss Doe refused to make the video available to Mr. Sharpe again. See, the Shannon wants a copy of the video. Why does he want a copy of the video? To put it out. Shannon came out today, we're gonna watch it. Shannon's like, I want the whole video, I'm gonna put it out. Busby says, oh no, we did make the video available to you. In fact, we want you to watch it. But me watching it, I don't know if it's been edited. I can't take the video to my experts, my forensic experts, to have them put it in their machines and diagnose whether there are splices, whether there are blades. So don't lie, Busby. Don't tell me that you made the video available to me when you're just gonna try to show it to me on a screen and then be like, oh, okay. Nah, if it's such an open and shut case, show the video. Get the court of public opinion on your side. Why are you trying to hide it? Shannon's like, no, let me show it. That lets me know right there. Shannon wants to show it, but you don't? We know what it means.
Receipt after receipt. Apparently, this lady wanted to be dog-collared while she was getting... Uncle Shay got tricks walking around with a gimp mask, latex and leather, the flyway, and she wanted him to put a big black baby in her. So apparently, I'm just saying, it goes back to the first thing. I'm not a victim blamer, but dang, this seems a whole lot of consensuality here. You dig?
Although Jane Doe never referenced any video or multiple audios that she possesses in the lawsuit that she has filed. Multiple audios. If a woman has recorded you multiple times, it means one, she's trying to set you up and she's kind of played you on the phone, made you say stuff that has you looking all crazy to set you up. Two, you actually were saying some crazy stuff and she just recorded you to then use against you. Or it could be both. It could be both.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
You're saying crazy and she's recording your craziness to extort you. How many people have you talked to in your life? Do you have multiple recordings of them? Why would you do that? If you knew somebody that was about to sign a $100 million contract and you wanted some of that money, start recording these damn videos.
These ladies are not only hustling the wallet between their legs, but they're out here hustling and making the plays on the same system by extracting the biggest payday out of these celebrities, relying on spreading deceptions, innuendos, and lies and reputation destruction. Now, this is all my own opinion, but we know these hustle harlots are the worst of the worst. They might got themselves the onion booty, but these demonic harpies are all for the loot. And the real talent that these ladies all seem to got is running scams and coming up with devious plots, using all sorts of guile and cunning, hunting these men just like the contemptuous, vicious succubus that they are, bearing their flesh in their digital buttocks, catching that man slipping as they play on that skin flute and obtain the seed. And if they can't have their way, if the plan A isn't working, you know they's gonna skip out on the plan B's. They go for that plan C and then drop in that case to take you right to the bank.
But I'm telling you, if you're a man and there's a woman irate, you better videotape it. Because when you in court standing there as a big old black man, they're going to act like you did something to them. They are never going to say, I antagonized him. Do you know when you antagonize a man and he can prove it, it ain't the same thing. When you in court and you can prove that this ain't just me hauling off and hitting this woman. Right. This woman, as Craig said, which I ain't never forgot, I was laughing so hard because I am a victim of this. She deprived me of sleep yelling at me.
Yeah, sleep
deprivation.
Oh, yeah.
Pick the boring girl. I don't like it when you turn on the lights, turn down the lights. Yeah, whatever, man. Pick the boring girl. It's fun. But for a lifetime, you probably gonna have some issues. And every guy thinks, well, but she's different. Has anybody met a man who got with a hot, incredible sex, peaceful, feminine woman? Has anybody in the chat room?
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks.
We found true happiness.